Thank you for joining. Happy Thursday, happy Thursday. Thank you also for the like. Thank you so much also for the like. How are you doing this good last day? Thank you guys for joining. Thank you everyone for joining. Happy Thursday. Happy Thursday guys. How are you doing? How are you faring on this good Thursday? Thank you for the likes. Thank you so much for the likes. Thank you for the likes guys. Henry Mwangi, hello. How are you doing Mr. Henry? Mkoaje Mr. Henry Mwangi? Henry Mwas, thank you for joining. Thank you for joining Mr. Henry. I'm doing fine. What about you? That's amazing. Where are you joining from, Mr. Henry Mwangi? Where are you joining? Thank you guys for the like. Let's like the live. Thank you so much Mr. Henry. Asante sana 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 sana. Thank you guys for liking. Also thank you guys for joining. Let me know where you are joining from, and guys, I'm going to appreciate. Happy Thursday everyone. Happy Thursday. I hope guys you are doing fine. On my side I'm doing fantastic. I really thank and appreciate God. Thank you so much Henry. Thank you so much. Are you also a YouTuber? Mr. Henry, are you also a YouTuber? Because if you are also a YouTuber, I can also support your channel. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I really appreciate. I really appreciate. Happy Thursday, everyone. Let me know. Yes. You, Henry. You. Let me know if you are also a YouTuber. And then, guys, I am going to support. Thank you, good people, for joining. Thank you, good people, for joining. Welcome to our today's live. As always, guys, it's always amazing to have you. Oh no, okay, it's okay, and Mwangi, it's okay. Thank you guys for joining. Let's like the live. Let's like the live, guys. And if this is your first time, kindly give the video thumbs up as well, guys. You can subscribe to our platform, and I'm going to appreciate, guys. I'm going to appreciate. As usual, guys, we always have our topic and we always have our, you know, our quiz or our poll. Not our quiz, but our poll. So I'm putting up the question. We only deal with social issues, social questions. So a question that maybe have really touched you at one point in your life. So you can contribute, guys. And guys, I'm going to appreciate. So guys, I'm just putting up our question or our topic today. Each and every day we have a new topic, and today our topic, guys, is simply on luck. So let me just attach it here. Uh, yes, Mr. Waweru. Henry Mwagi, are we answering the questions? You just give your general overview. And our topic is very simple. Does luck truly exist, or is just a matter of perspective and action? So you just give your view, and then from there now we can know maybe you have experienced luck in your life. Some of us, some of us maybe have never experienced luck, and it's a way of life. As I put up the poll, each and every day we have a poll, guys, also linked with our, with our topic. So you can put up your view. Maybe there is a day, maybe you played a certain game like lottery, guys, and probably it was your luck day, okay? Or maybe you traveled somewhere and in the process maybe you see something happened which was bad, but at the end of the day, maybe due to luck, things really change. So let me know, guys. Let me know, guys, if luck, you have ever experienced luck. So our poll is there, guys. And our poll is very simple. In your life, sorry, have you found luck? Yeah. Have you found luck and experienced in your life? Yeah, we have this kind of a luck that we call, bright luck. Then we have the motion luck, guys. The motion luck. They are good. They are people with very good ability of connecting with others. So that's a form of luck. And then we have awareness. Awareness luck. Maybe you are able to identify maybe a unique opportunity. There Henry goes, and Henry is saying, I was told that an accident was in a place where I had left, then a car flipped over, but no one died. Wow, that was a form of luck, guys. That was a form of luck, you know. Yeah, I also recall a day I was in a matatu and I was traveling from the up country to Nairobi, and a place which is known to be a black spot. You know, we just found so many people. You know, lifeless bodies. Yeah, lifeless bodies, and I was so scared. And you know, that vehicle that had done that accident was the same vehicle that I was traveling with, and therefore I felt that it was my lucky day. So in my case, I always, guys, the poll is there. I have put up the poll. Wow, Henry, then you must have been so lucky. You must be so lucky. The people were just hurt. Wow, that's so good. I also believe that those guys were very lucky that no one lost their lives. I remember one day it was very early in the morning, and you know, I used to travel to where I used to school. Yeah, during that time I was in campus, and therefore I traveled from where I was living to a place called Githurai, and then in the process I was traveling now to KU, and there were these Nissans, you know. Mostly we used to use some Nissans for us to travel from one point to another, and therefore now I was in stage, and one Nissan came, and I just felt it was not it was too early for me just to travel and to go to class. It was about 6:30 in the morning, and therefore people scrambled, and they entered that Nissan, and you know, from where I'm explaining to about less than 50 meters, you know, there is a bridge, there is a small river, and there is a bridge. Me, I don't know what happened with the Nissan. You know, the Nissan, I think the driver was a little bit tipsy or a little bit tired. I don't know really what happened, but during that day, that morning, you know, that vehicle killed about 8 people instantly. So the Nissan went. I don't know really what happened. It went head-on collision with one of the bars, with one of the bridge. You know, the bridge. We have a lock. You know, the bridge lock. They just went straight, and then it was a head collision. And then from there, 8 bodies. I still remember that morning. 8 bodies. 8 bodies were lost. So, and I was, now the whole day I was like so scared. I was just reflecting, what if I was in that Nissan, you see? And therefore to me, I believe that luck really do exist. For me, luck is something that is in existence. So for me, I cannot really assume that we don't have luck. No. Thank you guys for joining. Thank you guys for joining. Let's like the live, guys. Let's like the live. And also, guys, we can also, you know, make a choice in the call that you are having today. It's all about luck, guys. And we are asking, in your life, have you found luck? And if you have, which one? You know, bright luck. This is a form of a random chance. You know, there are some, the buffering of my internet. Wow, Ruse. Loved by the Lord, how are you? How are you doing today? How are you doing today? Thank you guys, thank you guys. Loved by the Lord, how are you? How are you doing today? How are you doing today? How is everything? Thank you so much for joining. Thank you guys. There is this person that is saying that motion luck, you know, the ability to network with others. Wow, that must be so lucky. Yeah, yeah, there are people that just have luck, you know, to network with others, and in the process maybe they get an opportunity or something of sort. Wow, congratulations, that's a good one, eh? That's a nice one. That's a nice one. And then guys, we are also having awareness luck. This is where maybe you identify a unique, you know, a unique thing or a unique opportunity, you know. Sometimes I just walk maybe within my neighborhood or maybe some other places, and maybe in the process you just see a unique design, maybe of a house, or maybe a unique design of about maybe a job, you know, especially for guys who understand what can I call it, self hustle, you know, those guys that are hustling each and every day. You just find that maybe someone has a very unique business. So guys, there are those that are very gifted, you know, when it comes to the issue of networking with others. Yeah, they are able to network with others, and at the end of the day, you know, they are just there. At the end of the day, they are just there, and everything just moves so good. Also, guys, we have these other guys that you know, are able to have what we call self-awareness. You know, uh, it's like uh, it's like how most of our animals are created by God. For instance, so many times I have seen I, I have seen a lot of, yes, Paul. So many times traveling on the road, especially here in our Kenyan roads, I always see a lot of dogs trying to converse or to cross the road. And when they see maybe a vehicle coming, because of that self-awareness, you just see a dog retracting back, and that is one of the key things that have always, you know, made me so feel so surprised. because most of the times we are created to perceive that animals such as dogs, animals such as dogs, like do not really think, but at the end of the day, if you check on them critically, you know, those animals are also very, very talented. So that's what we are saying, a form of awareness. Awareness lack. That is where maybe you are just there in a business, but you see someone just coming up with a different concept, with a different innovation, with a different thing, and then it becomes so unique. Yeah, it becomes so unique. On the other hand, we have uniqueness lack. Uniqueness lack. This is where maybe you see someone with a very rare skills. There is a guy that I saw on the internet, and the guy is doing everything virtually using the rec. He has no hands. That's where now we say about being gifted differently and doing things in a different way. I always find such type of uniqueness very, very rare. Similarly, we also have very, very rare people in our society, especially those guys that maybe you just see they come up with a very maybe unique thing, a thing that maybe probably mtu hajawahi sikia, and it just looks so unique and so amazing. So that's another kind of luck maybe that someone can have in their life. In my life, let me say motion luck. Motion luck. I have also maybe I have a little bit of motion luck, yeah, and then the bright luck, because there are so many accidents, that I have escaped. And I don't know it's because of luck or something, but I always appreciate. When you talk about bright luck, I'm very sure that almost everyone here have really experienced that. So for me, I would really say that luck is something that is in existence, and is not just a theory, because there are some people that always say, that's just a theory, there is nothing like luck. You have to, yes, kidogo tu. Ndio hiyo. So that form of a luck is something which is very, very unique. And I believe that maybe if you have ever experienced something like an accident and maybe you are not part of it, then you must have had bright luck. That is a bright luck. You don't know how it happened. It just happened. But fortunately, maybe you are not part of it. You just found it happening, and things look so fine. Now, guys, I have this good friend of mine, Bad Boys. What's up, man? How are you doing today? Bad Boys. Bad Boys, how are you doing today? Umesikia dege iliagu. That's another thing. Yes. Guys, today I also read in the news. In fact, there are two. There are two bad boys. One in our land and another one in Ghana. I think it is in Ghana. And that one in Ghana, it has killed 6 people, including 2 ministers. You see? And then we also had another one that just crashed in Mwihoko. I think, yeah, it's in Mwihoko. And it has killed, I think, 4 people. Is it 4 people? Wow, that's so sad news. But I'm very sure in the process there are some people that have escaped that death. You know, that's what now we are talking about luck, guys. That's a form of luck. So for those people maybe that have really escaped that death, that's a random chance. You know, it's just a random chance, and that one is now goes back to our bride luck. Yeah. So bride luck is very very, you know, it's everywhere. It's everywhere, especially when you come to the issues of accidents, especially when you come to the issue of you know, I have also heard of cases where maybe a house, maybe you have rented a house somewhere, especially these story houses, and then maybe it was not stable. Like I had a friend, yeah, this friend of mine, he was staying somewhere, and then the house had some cracks. Even before they were told to move out, my friend had already moved out. And the funniest thing, he moved out of that house today, and tomorrow now we had the same news. You know, we had a news saying that that house had really collapsed. And you know, he was telling me that he was very very luck. You know, that's the essence of luck. So when you talk about luck, there are some people who can testify, or some testimonials who can say that they have really experienced luck in their lives. So my friend really experienced that luck. Mm. Also, when I was very young, I remember I used to have this. I have this friend whom we used to school with, and you know, back in the up country, boys do a lot of stuff. And so it was on this weekend, it was on Saturday. So now my friend was told by one of his neighbors to just go up, you know, those trees, those village trees, you know, the mango tree. So he climbed the mango tree, and he was told by the neighbor, you know, now the mangoes, we want to really have a good harvest. So you can just go up there, and you prune some of the mangoes, so that tomorrow maybe I can sell them. And then once you have done your job, I'm going to pay you. In the process, I don't know really what happened. You know, I think the mango tree was very very. It had a lot of mangoes, so we call it branches. Yeah. So he really stepped on one branch, and in the process, you know, the branch just came down with him, and he injured his leg. Even today, I'm talking about 20 years plus. Even today, my guy still lives, because the leg, you know, the leg dislocated, and then it dislocated where he had where we have a joint, and so he was put some metal so that they can support the leg to come back. Unfortunately, the leg did never came back. But up to date, when we talk with him, and each time I remind him that story, he always tells me, you know, I was very lucky that I didn't die, because the way I fell from that mango tree, uh, it was very nasty. It was very very nasty. So each and every time, you know, we are experiencing luck. We are experiencing luck. Yeah, is and I think luck comes especially based on our issues. You know, based on based on the way we live with others. Because many of the times, when maybe something just happens, and maybe I was supposed to be in that deal, and something that just happens, I always reflect on the good things that I have really done, you know. And maybe I always say, you know, I'm very lucky that that thing did not hurt me, but unfortunately maybe it has hurt some other people. So luck indeed really exists. Bad boy, sijui kama wewe you experience luck in your life, you know. because I have seen other people on the media always saying, no, I don't have luck. Each and every time I do business, it collapse. Others always say, when you talk about the issue of luck, I think luck just sees me and it just goes away. I don't know. But generally, there are some people that are very lucky in life. They are very lucky. And luck, we should always perceive luck in what we do in our daily lives. You know, yeah. It's not all about, the others who always say, like, I don't have financial luck. Yeah, financial luck might not be there, but there are other people who are very lucky, especially maybe those guys that do some betting. You know, utasikia mtu labda anafanya betting, then at the end of the day, due to luck, that due to luck, you just hear that they have won some lottery somewhere. Yeah, others they are so lucky in such a way that maybe they were so desperate in a certain situation, like the health situation, guys. There are some people that are very very lucky. Someone just got sick, and in the process there was not even no hope. And probably even those guys that were close to them, they always maybe assumed, hi Mr. Peter, yes, I have 100 lakh gift, some alive as miracles, other alive as providence, as a gift of providence. Wow, that's so deep. Peter, that's so deep. Yeah, I agree. You know, yeah. I agree that miracles are always attached with luck. Luck are always attached with miracles. Yeah, because they are maybe like those bad things, they can really happen, and at the end of the day, you just say, "Wow, I was very lucky." But now, when you try and reflect, you just see that in it had some miracle, you know. And once it has some miracle in it, you just feel, wow, you just feel that God really spared my life, or God really did it for me. And you just feel that, yes, that was it. And then gift of providence. Yeah, there are those guys also in our societies that maybe don't even have a way to do it, a way even to survive. But for us, most of us, we are very lucky. You know, when we talk about the gift of providence, wow, some of us, we can be able to provide for ourselves. Others, it's very, really hard. They just say, I'm a graduate, or maybe I went to school, but even getting food, it has become a challenge. But for us, we just try and assume that those things are normal. But in this sense, I think it's lack of providence, as Peter has said. So lack of providence, I agree, it does exist. Luck really does exist. So when you have it, guys, always remember that, yeah, when you have it, always remember that it is attached with some luck, you know, because you are so lucky that someone today is in the hospital, but due to that providence and due to that, what can I say? Yeah, you're just there. You're so healthy. Maybe even you don't have a sweater like me, guys. You see the way I'm armed. I'm armed with a very heavy jacket. But at the end of the day, some guys, they are just there. They just live like a careless life. And at the end of the day, nothing hurts them. You know. And one time when they sit, they just say, I have lost maybe 10 friends, but I am. You know, I have maybe, there are some guys, especially for those that lives in some slum area, like me, or what we call Eastlands. Sometimes it is a little bit very, very complex conversing in Eastlands. Sometimes you just pass somewhere and you just hear, someone there, uh, maybe his phone was stolen, you know, but you still have your phone and you just feel so lucky. Yeah, thank you guys, thank you guys. Corinne, how are you doing? Bonjour, bonjour too. How are you doing today, Corinne? How are you doing today? So luck is part and parcel of our lifestyle, guys, and we cannot assume it. And we cannot assume it. So if you are lucky, guys, always appreciate, always appreciate. How are you doing? Hello, Corinne. Great to see you today. Bonjour, Corinne. Lavdi. Kovor. So guys, if you are there and wow, I love this one. I love this one, guys. The bright luck has very highest point, guys. You know, I think I have also experienced a lot of bright luck. You know, bright luck. I don't know. It just happened, but to me, I'm just there. I'm just there. So that's the kind of bright luck, guys, that you are seeing. You know, something just happened. Maybe you didn't even know if you are going to school, especially those that maybe they are in campus. Maybe their parent was maybe your parent is in that hopeless situation, and then all of a sudden something just comes by, and you are just told, you know what, I have even been able to gather that fee. You know, that's just a blind luck, because you don't know how it just came. Corinne, hi too, with a lot of love. How are you doing today, Corinne? So guys, we should never assume luck. Luck is there. We should never assume luck. Mm? We should never assume luck. So anytime maybe something just happened, just know in it we have some good luck. Just know in it it has an element of luck. You know, very. Galaxy Empire, hi. Thank you so much for the like. Thank you so much for the like, Galaxy Empire. How are you doing? How are you doing today? Hmm? How are you doing today, Galaxy Empire? Good. Wow, that's so amazing. Galaxy Empire, do you believe in luck, or is just a theory? You know, do you believe in luck? That's the topic that we are having today. Do you believe in luck, or you just assume that this is just a theory? Wow, thank you guys for voting. 4 votes so far, guys. Let's keep on voting. You know, let me know the type of luck that you have experienced in your life. Yeah, that you have experienced in your life. Is it bright luck, guys? Something just happens, but you're just there. You don't know how it happened, and you feel so blessed and so special. You know, that's a form of luck, guys. That's a form of luck. So let me know if you have ever experienced you are ever experiencing such type of a luck. Me, I have experienced a lot of luck in my life. uncountable luck, guys. Uncountable luck. Uncountable luck. You know, uncountable luck. So many times, so many bad things. Garax Empire, you know Corinne. Yeah, Corinne has been here for so long. I know Corinne. She has been here for so long, Yeah, Garax Empire, I do know her. Do you know Corinne? Garax Empire, do you know Corinne? Corinne has been here for so long. I think rarely does she, does she not come to all my lives. She is always here for all my live stream. She is always here for all my live stream. So guys, we should never ever assume that luck exists. Luck is there, guys. Luck is there. But one kind of luck that I really love to have is the uniqueness luck. I think uniqueness luck. There are some people that you meet in life and you just feel that these people are very rare. Very rare. How are you? You just find that these people are very rare, the way they think. There are some people whom you just interact with and you just feel, wow, that was a layer, that was a layer form of an interview or a layer, form of a communication that you just had with that person, and you just feel so special, and others, they just have that rare skill to an extent that you just feel that what they are doing in the society is just so unique, very unique, to an extent that you can never even assume their role, their fundamental role that they are playing in each and every society. So there are some people that have that rare uniqueness, that very rare uniqueness, and they are so lucky, to have a very different form of thinking. Each and every time you see them thinking, they just think beyond maybe your imagination. I would really have one day to have that type of an experience. I think I'll be very lucky. I'll be very lucky to have such type of thinking, or that type of a mindset. Because most of us, what I have come to learn with time, most of us, we tend to think in the same pattern over and over again. The style of our doing things, I think we really have kind of a pattern. Each and every time we are thinking the same way, the same thing, the way our fathers did it. We are just there. And even us, we try to do the same thing over and over again, the traditional way of doing things. But there are those guys whom you just meet and you just feel, wow, that's the type of uniqueness that I would really love to experience maybe in my life. And this is what I love about the young people, the Gen Zs. In terms of their thinking, they are thinking like in a very unique way. Unlike the way most of us, for us, we are more conditioned to think in a certain pattern. This is how you do things. You do maybe from process A to process B, process D, that kind of a thread. But the way now the young people are thinking nowadays, you just find it very unique. Even solving some of the key issues that really maybe emerge to be very complex for them, For them, they just do it in a very, very simplified way, and you just feel, wow, that's now the kind of uniqueness that I would really love to experience. So it's always good, guys. So if you have that such type of rare thinking, or rare, maybe you have a rare skill, the others that have that rare skill, a skill that even others, even if they try to copy paste, most of us or most of our times, we are more like copy pasting into what others are doing. But those guys with very rare skills, they just act in a very rare manner, to an extent that you just feel, wow. Even if maybe you try to copy paste the same thing, it will be tedious, and maybe it is not even going to work the way it will just work for them. So there are those guys that has that kind of gift, very rare skill, very rare thinking, very rare typical thinking of doing some things, and to me it is mad to be so unique and so superior. Hmm? So to me, I think I would really one day love to have such type of thinking, or such type of a luck. Otherwise, the other luck, like the bride luck, that one I think it's almost for everyone. We always have or experience luck at one point, or some point in our lives. The motion luck, the others that maybe they just attended a certain meeting, and maybe that meeting, it was just a meeting, maybe you are told by your friend, let's just take me somewhere, and in the process, luck just came by, and that is it. Like I heard of a guy, this guy was employed in this guy just came. Okay, this guy was just out of campus, and the guy didn't even understand what to do with life, and the guy was so curious about what the outer world was going to offer to him. And in the process, a friend just called him, and he told him, you know what, maybe I can take you somewhere, and maybe we can go somewhere, and maybe you try this opportunity, and you see if the opportunity is going to work for you. So the guy just took his chance, went, and in the process, he was just told, you know what, now you are going to be employed as one of our large seller. And being in the real estate is still a hassle, because not everyone who is buying land, and by good luck, by this form of unique luck, this guy just found that it was very easy for him to connect with the upper class, the upper class and the investors who are looking for land. And in the process, the guy just said that he just woke up one Saturday, and he just called one of his clients. You know what, now we are having a new a new land that we are selling along a certain road, and maybe you might be interested. He just told him like that, you might be interested in buying land. And up to date, that guy today, he is an MP. He always said that that was the lucky day, that was his lucky day, because during that day, that guy, that foreign investor, and he just met with that foreign investor through the company that he was working. And the foreign investor just said, when you have a new land somewhere else, maybe in a strategic position, maybe you can just tell me, and if I'll be able to consider that investment, maybe now I can tell you, maybe now I'll be able to chip in. So the guy just called that investor, told him, now we have just launched another new investment somewhere, and I think now this is the opportunity for you to buy land. and he was saying that that day, he made like 6M. He made like just 6M, and that was his luckiest day in his life. And what really happened was he made that he made the cut he had. I think he said that he had sold 3 acres of land, and in these 3 acres, per acre it was costing about 800k. You see, now he has sold about 2.4, and the deal that he made was about 6 million. So now you can do the math. So the guy went home with about 3.2 million. So the guy went home with about 3.2M, and in the process, he really wanted to venture into something else, and that was the head of him, working in that company. After seeing that land investment is something that can work, he really now went to the next level. He registered for his own company, started buying land with now the 3M that he had made in that deal, and that was it. Now today, he still have a registered company that really sells land. And then in the process, he really felt that he really wanted to venture into politics, and by luck also, he got elected as the member of parliament. So that's a very, very rare case, where maybe you can make a deal, you can strike a deal, and then at the end of the day, the deal just works miraculously. That's what happened to this guy. And in the process, he felt so blessed, to an extent that he couldn't even ever imagined that he could even have banked about 3 million Kenya shillings just by sale of land. And today, the guy now went, did some politics here and there, and another astonishing thing, why I believe that for him it was a rare luck. He was an independent candidate, so he went there, tried to convince the voters, I have all it takes for me to present you maybe in the parliament, and through luck also, he got the chance to get into the parliament. That's the essence of luck. So luck really works, and it's very, very evident for most of us. So maybe your luck have not yet arrived, but one thing that I can assure you, luck is there, and luck really works. And for those that are Christians, we always attach luck with blessings. They are like two complementary things. You cannot remove blessings from luck. And when you are so lucky, yes.
Kwa sababu inajaribu kusukumia aiende, si kama hii ni nono.
So tatu.
Unaona hapa hivi. Kuna tule tunakuanga tumepangwa hivi.
Hebu nitakunyima. So nikupe memrida.
Inaitwa memrida.
Yes. So ndio hii. Taenda tu duge mema hapo. Waanze kusikiza goma.
Iko na tukala.
Iko na colors. Ama kitaka naweza kupea kadogo. Nikagani katakufurahisha? Between the two.
Arabi
aka.
Oh,
sawa.
Kwa sawa.
Haina noma.
Hapa ndio. Nile nitubukize, kwa hiyo niacha.
Wewe sasa enda utubukize hapo ndani.
Ibeiba ya Sunday ni kabla watu waingie. Usiboeke.
Inafaa hivyo. So hii ni kutafutia yenye iko na 3. Nita make sure hivyo.
Sawa.
Thank you.
Sawa, karibu.
Okay.
Sasa nitakuja kuangalia.
Saa tu.
Saa tu.
Kuja saa tu.
Saa tu.
Okay, okay.
Uende wamwambie ni ya kuweka kwa redio hivi. Jack, inaitwa Jack pin ama?
Ni Jack pin.
Jack pin.
Haina noma.
Sawa.
Okay, thank you. Maybe your luck have not yet arrived, but I always believe in the contest of luck. And you know, as I was saying, for us, those guys that feel that maybe they are religious, like the Christians, I being one of them, I believe in the concept of blessings and the concept of luck. You know, luck and blessings, they kind of overlap. Yeah. Let me even just look. So overlapping of luck and what is it called? And blessings. Yeah, when you are lucky, there is an overlap. You know. Yeah, in some perspective, particularly those rooted in religious or spiritual beliefs, the concept of luck and blessings can overlap, especially when positive experiences or good fortunes. Yeah, this is it, guys, what I'm saying. So you just find that when you are so blessed, the first thing as Christians we always say is, I'm so blessed, I'm so lucky. See, that's now the kind of that's now the kind of an overlap that we always experience in life. So each and every time something good just happens onto you, that's a form of luck. And it's also, on the other hand, if it's a positive thing, it's also a form of blessings. It's also a form of blessings. That's a yes. Ni sawa. Okay, okay. Ni sawa. Okay, okay. Okay. You see, even they are saying in some instances, practices, or what we call some rituals. There are some rituals that are linked with luck, like these ones. In some instances, or rituals or practices, they are believed to influence luck, which in religious context might be viewed as inviting blessings.
Hello.
Nico, good. Yes. Yeah. I remember so many times as a good Christian, I have always, maybe contributed to some of the church projects. You are told, we are having a project, and if maybe you just want to have, if you just want to be part of that project, maybe you can contribute something. And maybe sometimes when I do contribute, I always get some luck. Me, I don't. Like, I always remember each and every time, and I'm being sincere, guys, each and every time, maybe I'm used to going to church very early in the morning, like 7 a.m. in the morning, 7, 8, 9, and then from 10 onwards, I'm out of the church and just come and do my job as usual. So most of the times when I do that, maybe I go to the church very early in the morning, maybe do some tithing, maybe do some offerings, the church stuff, and then I just come and open my job, and I'm telling you, it's on Sunday. Sometimes I'm just so lucky to have so many clients. I don't know just where they come from, but I always feel, I always now try to overlap, the luck that I get in terms of sales, mostly in terms of sales, in terms of now the blessings that I tapped maybe from my religious belief that once you go to church, once you do the right thing, then you come back to your business. Now things are going to work. The same thing. I'm a strong believer that since we have parents. For instance, me, I have my mom. She is alive, and unfortunately, I lost my dad. So that's a story for another day. But each and every time she needs something, and maybe I'm in that position of doing that something, I always feel so lucky, you know. And at the end of the day, she always tells you, thank you so much for that, and may God, let's say maybe it's about money. Maybe she really wanted maybe to go like a charmer, women and charmer and something of stuff. So mostly when you really fulfill that obligation, she always tells you, you know what, may God bless the pocket that have really given me that money. And at the end of the day, or at that week, during that week, I always feel a lot of good tidings, flowing on my side. You know, I do like a small business and maybe something just good happens. You know, so to me, I always believe that now, based on my belief, based on my religion belief, my religious belief, I always believe that we have a connection, a very divine connection between blessings and the luck that we tap in each and every life. And I also remember, guys, there was this time that I really have a friend. I really don't want to disclose let me just use plural of their name, because when I say when I really say his or her, then that person might know I'm talking about our story. But I really had a friend, and I remember this day. A friend just called me. You know what? I really want you to take me somewhere so that we can go and check on one, two things. And I really went, and I really want to tell you, uh, just taking that person, to where that person was going, uh, by luck, by just luck, something good just happened to us. And I really felt, wow, you mean I was about to miss such a good opportunity? And so each and every time I reflect about luck, I always feel that luck is one of the key aspects that keep on following us each and every time. I also remember this time that I really left, from the place that I stayed, and I said, you know what, it has been a long time since I went to see my mom, and therefore I really need to go to the up country. And by luck, I had a vehicle by luck. So it was about 6 p.m. in the evening, and the journey almost takes about 4 hours. 4 hours to where now my mom is. And I just risked, you just risk. So I really said, you know what, I really don't know what is now happening. Let me just go, and maybe I just see her, and then that thing, you always feel that cabin that you really want to go, so that maybe you can meet that person. And so I took the risk, and I went at night, and everything I was so lucky to an extent. When I really went like about that minute, it really started raining heavy. And now the route that I was using, I was not so, what can I say? I'm not a frequent user of that route. and therefore I felt so stranded, you know, very, very stranded in that route to an extent. Now I really wanted to, you know, I really wanted to start regretting, why did I even go at night? But something just told me, just park somewhere. And you know, I'm talking now about, it is now about 8 p.m. You know, this is a new route. It has no lights. You see, it is raining heavy. I just parked the car, and then I just say, wow, my God, when it's now go, when everything will be fine, I will really know whether to proceed or to go back. And something just told me, just keep on going on. I really want to tell you, I was so lucky that I went somewhere, you know, during, you know, in the course of that road, and I found a Nissan that was fully packed with people. It had, you know, it has skided and fallen into trench. You know, the road trench. You know, the road trench. And I was so shocked, like, wow. I was very, very shocked to an extent of asking myself, you see, now this would have happened to me. But now from that time up to date, I always remember that scenario. Karen, how are you doing today? Karen, how are you doing today? I'm doing fine. Hi, Karen, I'm doing fine.
Hello.
I'm just fine.
How are you?
Yes, my friend, all the way from
Kenya.
from Uganda.
No, no.
Banange. Banange.
Yeah, kufunza hii.
How are you doing today?
Well,
When are we going to Burundi?
not yet.
You told me we'll be going during April time, but you changed.
I'm yet planning because of money.
But you had told me we'll be going.
Yes.
Did you go? Did you go on April?
If money come, well,
But you had told me. Did you go? Did you go during the April time?
No,
You didn't.
I didn't.
Me, I thought you went. Thank you guys for good. Nikumbushe vile mtu anaandika CV. Oh. Yeah, Karen. Okay, so you start with your personal details, Karen. Your personal details. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
Night.
Okay. Yeah, Karen, you should start with your personal details. You know. Then after there, you go to education or your educational background. Let me just write them here so that you know them. So you start with your personal details. That should be the first step. Then you do educational background. Yeah, Karen, I know sometimes we forget doing these things. Then you do the educational background. Then you can do you do your achievements. Then you do your employment history. Then you are trying your skills. Then you tell us your hobbies. Your hobbies and interests. And finally, you put me as your referee. Referees. No. Yeah, finally, you make sure you put your referees. And you can put me to be one of your referees. I'm going to give them your life history about how I know Karen via the YouTube. So Karen, for personal details, this is where we just want to know Karen. Marital status is not a must, yeah, and also your status, but your status is not also a must. You know, others put status and female or male. That one, but you can put it maybe for the, you know, because now we have some other classes of individuals like the bisexuals and the stuff. But maybe for personal details, you put your name. Yeah, Karen, also make sure you know, you also in the contact, you also give your phone number and also your email. Now that section will be good for your personal details. Now from there, now you move to the other thing. You know, you move now to maybe your educational background. You start from the highest to the lowest. You know, you tell us the campus that you went, and maybe you can give us the classification. You can tell us where ni mob. Yeah, those ones are the ones. Those one. But you see, like this one, name, Coron, Karen Jep Kirui, age, Coron, 28 years of age, status, status is not really a must. Status is not really a must. Then the region, you can write you are Christian, and then maybe your contact +254. Make sure you start from +254. Then from there now, there down, give us your email. Now you go to another new page. You give us a little bit of your education history, and you start from the latest. We start from the latest. So where you went to the university or to the college, and you say I did this course and this was the classification. Then from there you move down to high school. I went to this high school and then I got this grade. And now you go, maybe you went maybe now to primary school. You say you went to this primary school. Now that one is also gone. Then from there you go now to achievement. Maybe you attended a certain conference and maybe you got something, maybe a certain maybe leadership certificate. Maybe you did some computer. Maybe that one now goes for achievement, anything that you have achieved. And maybe for some people, maybe they started a certain company, you even list the name of that company. Then employment history, maybe you worked with a certain firm, you just say it, you just worked maybe from this period to that period, I worked with that company. Now from there, now you go to employment, you do that for all. Now you go to skills, which skills, but if you really want to get that job, match the skills that are being asked from that job. And then now you go to hobbies and interests. Of course, one of your hobbies being on YouTube. You can say maybe you are a YouTuber, you love swimming, you love reading, you love all these things. And then you put your referee. We are always told that referee, you should put a minimum of 2. People whom their phone numbers maybe can be reached out. Don't give them fake phone number. Don't give them fake number. Give them a phone number that can be accessible. Yeah, that is it. Then you'll be good to go. And then now you tell us now, keep me in prayers, I really need this job. And then we are going to do that. We are going to keep you in prayers. Iko sawa. Okay. Asha. Sawa. Then you tell us to keep you in prayers, and we are going to really pray for you so that you can be able to get that job. And once you have the job, do it with all your heart, with all your mind, and with all your energy. I'm doing fake numbers. Wow, that's so serious. There are some employers who are very particular. They might call your referees and they ask them, do you really know Karen? Have you ever worked with Karen? What about her work ethics? All these things. So putting up fake numbers, it might cost you. Put some real numbers. Fake numbers are not so good. They are not so good. There are some people, for most people, they don't really call the referees, but there are some guys that are very, very particular. And they really want to understand from your referees, who is Karen and what does she do? Yes. Poa.
Nikuona
Kabisa.
poa
Mimi nimetulia tu papa hapa.
kabisa. Tuko tu.
Hiyo ni mzuri. An address. Mostly if you have their number and maybe their email, then that's good. Because most of You know, address mostly address they used to use them when we didn't even have the email. But for instance, now maybe you have maybe a certain guy and you have his number. Maybe if it is an internal job, maybe just within the country, most probably they are going to use that phone number to call. So address, leave the address alone. Sijui PO box, sijui what. That one for now it's getting very relevant because most of us or most people have really shifted to using the email address. So know that guy or that person, have their number and then their email address, and then you'll be good to go. Thank you guys for joining. Let's like the live. Let's like the live, guys, and I'm going to appreciate. So guys, our question today or our topic today is very simple, but also very very enticing. We are asking, do you believe in the concept of luck? Do you believe that luck is real, or you just believe that luck is something which is just in theory? You know, do you believe that luck is practical? Rather, do you believe luck is practical? Rather that, or you just believe it's more of a theory thing? And then you can vote. You can vote, guys. We do a poll, and our poll today is very simple. In your life, have you ever found luck? Yes. If yes, which one? Maybe there are those guys that have really experienced bright luck. This is a form of a random luck. You know, luck just comes just from nowhere. Uh, and then we have the motion luck. You know, those guys that are labeled, maybe you just network just from nowhere and things keep on getting on. Then we have the awareness luck. You know, you are able to identify maybe a unique thing, and maybe you have experienced the uniqueness luck, which is a rare skill. There are those guys that have, you know, their mindset, their way of doing things, they are very rare. You know, so if you're in that category, then we're also good to go. Karen, thanks. Acha nitumiwe email Narusi. Okay, ni sawa Karen. Yeah, look for their email, add them Karen, add their email, so that everything shall be fine. We want to wish you all the best. You know, we want to wish you all the best as you get that job. That's a very amazing. Thank you guys for joining. Thank you guys for joining. Today is all about luck, guys. It's all about luck. Luck. Thank you guys for joining. Thank you guys for joining. So today, guys, it's all about luck. Luck is something that really happens, in our lives, in our daily lives. But sometimes we tend, not to give it some good, what can I say? Yeah, a lot of times we assume that good things are just happening to us, while bad things are happening to others, and if we reflect deeper, that's a form of luck. If we reflect deeper, that's a form of luck, and one thing that I have realized in life, there are guys that maybe they are luck. There are guys that really get luck in moderation. I think luck also have some categories. There are those guys maybe that their luck was not so high. For instance, let's say like a kind of an accident, and I'm sorry to use the word an accident kind of a scenario. Or let me just be more positive. Let's say like an issue of betting. There are guys that are really into betting, and you find that we have 3 categories of guys. One is this guy who would bet, maybe let's say that they put the same amount of money, saying that team A, team B, team D, and C, you just have your choice which team are going to win, and maybe the type of goals, maybe 2-1, maybe 1-1, you see. And so you find that maybe guy A, maybe he is about 40% accurate, you see. The luck is there, but the luck is not too high, you see. And so if that guy maybe could have predicted the 4 matches, with precision, then his luck would have been 100%. And therefore, maybe if this guy, maybe if he could have predicted the 4 games with precision, maybe he could have made like let's say maybe like $100 or $1,000. Okay. Then we have guy B. You just find that this guy, his level of luck is about 60% or 70%. So if it's about 70%, you find that you see now this guy, the guy A, this guy A had 40% chance of predicting how the games will be, and 40% chances gave him about $400. You see, it's not zero, but it's $400. The other guy with about 70% chances, he makes about $700. And now the other guy, you find that you see, now we have started from the low luck. Now we have the moderate guy, which is now the moderate luck, about 70%. And then we have the very high end, or the high luck. Let me just call it high luck, even though I don't know if there is something of such. So you find that this guy maybe predicted the entire game, how the entire game will go. Maybe this team versus this will be maybe 2-1. Maybe team B and team C, maybe it will be maybe 2-2. Maybe that one is called a draw, and maybe team A and team D, it's going to be maybe 3-1. You see, he or she has been able to predict the entire process with precision and with the highest accuracy. And now you find that when you ask them how did you predict, they just tell you, it was just by luck. See, it was just by luck. I just put those numbers even without understanding how those numbers would have played out, and then at the end of the day I just found that I was very, very accurate and very precise. I didn't do anything out of normal. You see, I just like tried to predict the games, and at the end of the day, I have won all the games. See, and then maybe he gets $1,000. You see, so when you talk about luck also, I believe, I'm very convicted that luck also have some levels. There are those guys that maybe they win a lottery. You see, maybe this is your first day maybe to play that lottery thing. I remember during those old days, and if my good friend Mr. Peter was here, he would have told you during those days, uh, when lottery was lottery, people used to win lottery, guys. You see, and you could hear maybe someone just went to the lottery shop, maybe with 50 shillings, Kenya shillings, or maybe 100 Kenya shillings, and at the end of the day you could hear maybe they have won like about 200,000 Kenya shillings. See now the type of luck. Others, it's luck. Others is like what is happening in our modern times. People are like really into the betting companies. See, someone like I know of a guy who was talking on a TV, and this guy was saying that there was a time there was a time that that guy was saying that there was a time that he really betted, and the first time he did the betting, he really got a very good amount. But when he did it for the second time, all the money that he had gained all went, and then also in excess some other amount of money also went, and at the end of the day the guy was really depressed. You see, so now that one is a misfortune instead of luck. So at the end of the day, luck also have some levels. You see, also luck have some levels, and you find maybe like a guy who has just won lottery, like in the US. I have seen so many guys, I have seen via our TV or something of such. Maybe a guy won a lottery maybe about 10 million, but assess that 10 million maybe in the span of 3 years. For instance, here in Kenya there was a guy, I think about 5 years or 7 years, there was a guy who won a sports pesa. This is one of the betting games that we have, one of the betting companies that we have. And this guy really won about, I think was about, the first guy won about 15 million. But I don't know if the money confused the guy, or this luck came with a lot of misfortune, because the guy spent all the amount. He spent all the amount, and at the end of the day, the guy really remained broke. See? Now, even that luck that he was looking at the end of the day just went like that. But there was a guy who really won about 200 million Kenya shillings. And this guy, I really loved the way he had this kind of a unique kind of thinking, because he was saying the first thing that he really did was all about getting a financial consultant. He really got to talk with a financial consultant, and the financial consultant was able to give him some of the key places where he could have invested his money. And he was saying at the end of the day, things really worked. He bought a flat somewhere, he bought some few flats here and there. Then from there he took some portion of that money. He bought some luxurious vehicles, you see, and the remaining amount he built in the up country, you see, and then some of the money he put as a way of insurance, health insurance scheme. And when I looked at the entire thing, I think it was a smart move. And the same thing is happening in our country. I heard our president, our current president, is always giving our footballers, because we are having our African Cup here. Every time they win a game against maybe another country, they bank 1 million Kenya shillings. Yeah, like during the weekend, I think during the weekend they won a match against Congo, and the 19 guys. See, the 19 guys, they were all given 1 million Kenya shillings each. And one thing that I really loved about the entire thing, the money was all about motivation. But one thing that I really loved about it, it was a form of luck. See, the president and his team also gave them, a financial advisor, so that today you are given 1 million, but we don't want to hear tomorrow that even that 1 million we cannot really get it. He really integrated them with a financial advisor, so they could have a broader perspective or a broader view on how they could have invested on the money that they had luckily got. You see, so luck is something which is very serious, and something that is always within our society. And therefore, for us to maintain our luck, it's always it's always a good thing to ensure that each time luck comes on our way, we don't just waste the opportunity, but we really maximize on that luck for our issues to be a little bit more better than the way initially they were. Therefore, guys, I really want to say thank you. I really want to appreciate all of you guys for always coming and for always contributing to each and every question that we put each and every day on this channel. Is always amazing, guys. And I think this can be, I really want to end this live in the next few minutes or so. And our question was, our today question was, do you believe in luck, or you just believe luck is something like a myth? And from what I can see, I believe that almost everyone really believes that luck does exist. And I really loved one of the comments, saying that he really embraced luck in terms of a blessing. He really view luck in terms of blessings, and at the end of the day, there are so many other life-linked scenarios that also generate such type of luck. And in our poll today, our question was also very simple. In your life, have you ever found luck, or have you ever realized luck, and which one? And from what I can see, 50% are saying blind luck. This is just a random chance or a random luck, and I believe I'm also in that category. Yeah, I'm also in that category. And then I can see the figures has also changed. There is also the motion luck, the ability to network. Yeah, the ability to network. And I also believe that sometimes we just meet some people in our lives, and in the process of networking with them, everything just starts just to flow, and that is also part of life. Unfortunately, we didn't have guys that have realized awareness luck. This is a kind of a unique thing that you just realize, maybe something that others have not yet realized. And also in terms of uniqueness luck, this is where you have a rare skill. I think that's another level that we really want to go for us, maybe to experience another real another unique form of luck, where maybe you'll be thinking different, like the Elon Musk guys. He is always thinking about going to the moon, whereas we are always thinking about going from one village to another, or one country to another. So for him, I would put him in that category of unique luck. Otherwise, guys, I really want to say thank you. As always, guys, I'm always appreciative, and I always feel so fine. I always feel so fine, and I can see Karen, she is back, and she is saying cha ukweli sidai kwenda hiyo job juu ya kurudi usiku sana. Oh, Karen, udai tena job manzi? You see, it has brought you some kind of networking. Some kind of networking. Just take it. Just take it. You never know. You never know. You never know. Maybe it might open some more other opportunities. That's the good thing with employment at times, guys. The downside is what she is saying. Sometimes you might be doing something, and then you just feel that it's tedious. But you never know. You never know. Me, I would say you take your chances. Yeah, you take your chances. Go for that job. See how things are going to turn out, and then everything shall be fine. Everything shall be fine. So guys, as always, I'm very grateful, guys. Let's keep on viewing our videos. Let's keep on sharing them. And also, guys, if you find my video somewhere, guys, always guys, give them some thumbs up, and I'm always going to appreciate, guys. I think I'm going to end this live at this point. As always, guys, may God bless you all. Let's meet tomorrow, same place, same time, with another new topic. It was very interesting, and I really believe that luck is always on our side. So let's keep on the best side, so that luck can follow us each and every day, guys. And luck, guy, as I said, luck always comes with a lot of blessings. So I'm really hoping and really praying that this good evening, based on which time you are watching, that luck is going to follow you. It's going to follow you, and it's going to overlap with a lot of blessings, guys. So as always, guys, thank you so much. Let's meet tomorrow, same place, same time, guys. Ciao. Ciao is a way of saying bye, and may you be blessed, guys, with a lot of luck. Thank you.